Welcome back, I am Captain Xavier, and this video is to go over a couple of things. First of all, a couple of paint jobs and some additional modifications that are now available. Also to discuss a few things about my Etsy page and commissions, and just a couple of other general channel and commission updates. So this one was a commission. Just all they wanted was, they wanted the full upgrade, brass breech, AR removal, K26, and paint job. One downside is the paint job on the top of the slide has resulted in the slide return being a little bit sticky. That will eventually, I imagine, wear itself clear and go back to behaving itself. But if you're the one who commissioned this, be aware you will need to partially manually return the spring, or it's gonna snap back every time you fire it, which isn't terrible. But a couple of things for those of you considering buying my blasters, especially if you're parents planning to buy them for your kids. The modifications that I have made to these blasters are fairly powerful. So the K26 is increasing the spring load up to 4 times the original spring load on the gun, which means they hit very hard. And removing the AR means that if you dry fire the gun, it does bad things to it. I am now padding the plunger heads as best I can, but there's only so much that's going to do to preserve the blaster if it is continuously dry fired. So never dry fire one of these modified blasters. Also, never shoot them at somebody's face who's not wearing eye protection. I do now have disclaimers and warnings on my Etsy page because I did have somebody who returned a blaster because they felt that it was sounding like it was going to break, and that they felt that the draw weight was too heavy and all of that. So be aware that you are buying a very heavily modified blaster. The other one, this one was for a fellow who wanted a paint job that matched vaguely an anime character, which was more or less cherry red with orange and black accents, so that's what I've gone with. They asked to have the brass showing through there, which all unfortunately did result in a slight problem of affecting the seal, but I was able to seal that up using Gorilla Glue. So it's back to hitting as hard as it should. The other update that I've finally made is adding a proper flashlight into the Night Finder. The one that originally comes with it is, of course, more or less worthless, but I was able to find a cheap option and wire it in using just a switch here that you can activate using your finger. You could also still wire it so that a partial trigger pull would activate it. I could probably work up a finger trigger here, but I figured just permanently on, permanently off was a good option. It's not the brightest in the world. It is functional. It's definitely better than what came in it. The flashlights that I got were designed for 3 AAA, and this thing only holds 2 AA. I have not yet tested to see what would happen if you put 2 trust fires in it. I suspect it would just burn out the LEDs, but it might in fact make them shine like the sun. I haven't tested it. I didn't test it on this one because I didn't want to risk burning it out on my prototype. And as it does work well enough to light up your way and find darts in the dark, I figured that was good enough for now. So those 2 paint jobs are ready to go and will be getting shipped. A word on commissions. I am currently full up on commissions until at least the end of the year. I'm working on several really big commissions that I'm desperately trying to get done by Christmas. Everybody else who didn't request that specifically will be getting their stuff probably early January. Might be ready in time for Christmas if I get the commissions that I'm working on done. Helping Walcom with his took away a whole weekend, but I'm rapidly catching up. Really looking forward to getting these commissions done because they are going to be awesome and amazing, and some of the best stuff that I have yet done, and I'm really looking forward to showing them off and letting you see just how awesome I can make blasters. So look for that in the near future. Another quick note, if any of you have attempted to contact me for a commission either through Etsy or through my commission page or through some other form of media that I've missed entirely, I'm not ignoring you. I don't feel that your request was stupid or an insult. I am simply buried at the moment, still trying to figure out how to organize 4 or 5 different forms of communications coming at me at once, but I'm getting much better at it. Once I get the big commissions that I'm working on done, I will be going back through all of my emails, all of my Etsy conversations, trying to get back through all of the comments and see what I have missed, what I still need to reply to, who is waiting for what. If you have contacted me and I haven't gotten back to you, do feel free to send me another email to remind me, or you can simply wait until I get through it all. For those of you wondering why I haven't put the new stuff that I made with K26 on my Etsy page, I have not gotten around to updating that. I am working on improving my general Etsy foo. I've discovered that there are in fact ways of creating drop-down menus of options, so I could do things like have the base blaster, and then a drop-down that adds the brass barrel, a drop-down that adds K26, a drop-down that adds AR removal, a drop-down that adds paint jobs, which would make it all very, very nice and simple and allow you guys to custom build how much modification you want to the blaster. So if you want the K26 but you don't want the AR removal, that's you can easily will be able to figure that out. Hopefully. I don't know when I will actually get around to doing all of that. It'll be pretty much an overhaul of my entire Etsy page, and I will add all of the new stuff and update all of the old stuff and all of that jazz. There are still a couple of people that ordered just paint jobs on my Etsy page, but didn't actually indicate what they wanted painted. For those of you who are confused, the $5 pistol paint job in there does not include a pistol. This is something that you were supposed to add on in addition to buying a blaster. If that was not clear, I apologize and can refund your money if you would like. Alternatively, if you are wanting to ship me a blaster, that's fabulous, but you will have to pay the return shipping as well as the $5. Feel free to continue to reach out to me about commissions, but do be aware that I'm not going to be able to take on any more until at least next year, but I am looking forward to doing more commissions because I really enjoy all of the tinkerings and the ideas. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Sorry for blathering. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching.